Andy Holloran, home base, Montana.
All right. Andy, I know there was a big meeting last night over at the City Council chambers where you introduced what the proposals were for the old Macy's building. And I know that there was a very emotional exchange between a lot of folks who wanted to see the building stay the way it was and what you folks want to do. Now, as far as your concept, tell me what it is that you'd like to see done with that building.
Sure. And first of all, we have a great amount of respect for the community of Missoula, for the Historic Preservation Commission, and for the folks that are very, very passionate about the Mercantile building. Our approach originally was to renovate the building. As we continued with our due diligence and our investigation of the property, it became apparent to us that that was economically unfeasible given the structural condition of the current building and the deterioration of the structure itself over the number of years. So we have evolved from a renovation to a partial renovation to saving the facade to where we are today, which is a deconstruction of the existing building, but importantly trying to salvage as much of the existing material as possible, not only to repurpose and reuse within the new Mercantile, but the items that we cannot use would be redistributed throughout the community.
Now, a lot of having lived in Missoula for a long time, it's an unsafe building. It was an unsafe building when it was the Bond and Macy's, and basically it was grandfathered. The codes were grandfathered from owner to owner to owner. And I can't imagine what you folks found when you took everything out and began to look at it.
It's unfortunate because the longer that building has stayed and continues to stay empty, it's deteriorating. From the brick on the facade that was sandblasted in 1976 to the flooring has holes throughout the building, but it is unfortunate. But the tough reality is that the Mercantile has stood not just as a physical structure, but as really, throughout history, a place of commerce, a place of trade, activity. And it's been dark. And that's the unfortunate part, that on such an iconic location, there is no activity, and that's sad.
So what do you see happening if all of your plans come to pass? What would you like to see happen to that building? I know that there's a hotel in the offing that you're proposing, so give me a little bit about that.
Sure. Our proposal is an anchor by a custom residence inn by Marriott. The Marriott Corporation was kind enough to allow us to process and get approval for a custom. This is going to be Missoula's hotel. In addition to the ground floor, we felt it was important to bring back retail vibrancy along Higgins and Front Street. So it's a 154-room custom residence inn by Marriott, along with approximately 24,000 square feet of ground floor retail restaurant space, and the Mercantile Muse, which is the gathering spot for all of Missoula, which will connect Patty to Higgins.